Hey, Lancaster. This is Ben from Gardener's Mattress and More. Welcome to Lancaster Connects. It is Monday, September 8th, 2025. Got a great show for you today. We're going to bring on our guests in just a little bit. Lancaster Connects is a show, weekly podcast every Monday at 2 o'clock, where we have conversations with amazing people doing really even more amazing and wonderful things in the Lancaster community to help and provide services for people in Lancaster community. Lancaster Connects is a way for our business, and I say our. My name is Ben. My partner in the business is Jeff Giannakovo. He's not here today. He's on a professional and personal development trip. Wish him safe travels to and from the event here. So you've got solo Ben today, but we'll make it a great show, of course. But Lancaster Connects is a way for us to give back to the community. Again, highlighting nonprofits, charitable organizations, community benefit organizations, which again, we've got two great guests today. And sometimes the small business owners that are similar to Jeff and I, who also give back to the community. So we love telling these stories, connecting the community to each other, and just giving a voice to these wonderful people doing, again, amazing things in the Lancaster community. So we'd love for you to like the show, subscribe on YouTube, like it on Facebook, communicate with us during the show. If you're watching live on Facebook or YouTube, hello. Welcome to Lancaster Connects. If you're a first-time viewer, thanks for joining us and finding us. If you're a longtime viewer and you haven't yet subscribed, please do that. But we'd love to hear from you during the show. Maybe you have questions for our guests. We love that. We can share that. Chris, our great producer from Cast Ahead Productions, he can put the chat messages on the screen and we can read them to our guests and our guests can answer. It's awesome when that happens because it shows that our community is interacting and that our community cares. So the more interaction we get, the more people share these shows, the more impact our guests can have on the Lancaster community. If you're watching and would like to be a guest or know somebody who would be a great guest, love for you to go to lancasterconnects.com/guest, or just hit the lancasterconnects.com website. At the top of the page, you'll see the guest tab. There's a simple form on there. Tell us who you are, the organization you represent, and why you'd be a good fit for the show. And we'll look to get you on. At the moment, we are booking shows into November and December, and then turning around to the beginning of the year, 2026. It's kind of crazy to even have that thought process, but we're 3.5 months away. So it's going to come quickly. So we're looking for great guests. Again, if you're a nonprofit, community benefit organization, charitable organization, or a small business that does good within the Lancaster community, we'd love to tell that story. There's our guest. Chris will bring him on in just a moment. Also past episodes are on there. This is episode 211. That means there's 210 past episodes on both our YouTube channel and on Lancaster Connects. Again, lancasterconnects.com. You can see all of the past episodes on those players and those channels. And this is also an audio podcast. So if you're watching on Facebook or watching on YouTube, you're seeing the video feed. Again, this is a live broadcast. But it's recorded and it lives on our website. It lives on our YouTube channels, also the Gardener's Mattress and More YouTube channels as well. You can subscribe there while you're in the YouTubes. So that's that. I think that's all the business out of the way. I think without further ado, we should bring our guests on. Today on Lancaster Connects, we are joined by Teresa Richardson, again, a three-timer. Connects. Teresa is the executive director at Help the Fight, and we're going to learn more about them and what Teresa does there. And also joining us today is Stacey Rife, who is the manager of imaging operations at WellSpan Health. Stacey and Teresa, welcome to the show.
Hi, Ben.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So, Teresa, this show got put together mostly by you. And when the last time we were on, we were talking about the big event that you do in October and a big event that you have with WellSpan Health coming up in November. We're going to get to those specifics and details later on in the show. And then we got to talking about how October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we thought, hey, it would be a great show to have you on and have WellSpan Health on and all of the things that they're doing with early detection related to their mobile mammogram coach, which we'll talk about as well. And we both thought that this would be a great show to have now in advance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October, and discuss why this is important, what you're doing, and how you're impacting those before and during breast cancer diagnosis. So excited to kind of jump right in and learn more. So so Teresa, first let's kind of do a recap of Help the Fight. Of course, you were on recently earlier in the summer. We talked all about Help the Fight. So if you are listening and want to learn more about Help the Fight, you can watch some of those episodes. But real quick, what does Help the Fight do right here in Lancaster?
So we are a local nonprofit organization in Lancaster County that provides financial assistance to individuals and families who are fighting breast cancer. We help cover costs and that maybe insurance doesn't cover, which is a lot. And such as household bills, utility bills, groceries, transportation, childcare, wigs, and so much more. We also help provide funds for early screening, which we're going to focus on today. And just so people can focus more on healing and not those added stresses that comes with this.
Yeah. You guys, I mean, we've said this before on the show. It's an amazing organization, started by Linda Charles.
Charles, yeah.
Just amazing people. I know personally some people who have been positively impacted by the support that they got from Help the Fight. So you're doing wonderful things, and I'm excited to dig into more of what you're doing on the show, and also in coordination with WellSpan Health, who is our other guest, Stacey. Like I said at the top, you are the manager of imaging operations at WellSpan Health. Let's learn a little bit about what your role is at WellSpan Health and what you're doing there from a breast cancer prevention standpoint.
Sure. Thanks for having me. So I am manager of imaging operations. Part of what I oversee is the mobile mammography program. So we have a large 41-foot coach that travels to businesses and locations over all of our counties, where we also have corresponding breast imaging facilities. And we kind of take the mammograms to the people. We want to meet them where they are. We work closely with events and businesses to schedule patients that are less likely to come to our brick and mortar locations. So routinely, we see a lot of patients who have never had a mammogram before. And some people use us as their yearly mammogram location just for the convenience purpose. We might show up at their work. We might show up close to their work. They don't have to worry about coming to our locations throughout the different counties that we serve. We travel all over and we do your screening mammogram. And it's super simple. It's the same exact equipment that's at all of our brick and mortar locations. So that sometimes there's a feeling that this is less than, but it's the same equipment. And I'm fortunate to hear from patients all the time that are touched and amazed by the cleanliness, the professionalism of it, just the overall convenience. And that's what it's all about, is getting people to the mammogram.
Yeah, I mean, that's a real deal vehicle right there.
Yeah, it's a big one.
That's so cool. And you may have said it, and I may have missed it, or I did miss it if you said it. How long have you been doing the mobile mammogram coach?
So it's been about 3 years. We just celebrated so we're almost in our 4th year. So we started off, and now we're at capacity pretty much. We are busy. Wow. Obviously, October is our busiest month. It books pretty much a year in advance. So if there's any interest in having us at any of the events in October, you have to start planning ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a great growing program. We are doing more patients every month than we did the year before. So that's the goal of the program.
So, Stacey, I want to ask this coach, this
Mhm.
service is all about early detection. Why is that so critical to breast cancer outcomes?
Yeah. So right now we know as health organizations that 66% of breast cancers are diagnosed right now currently at a localized stage, and that 5-year survival rate is at 99%. So if we're catching the cancer early, which is the goal of mammogram and yearly screening, we know that patients are surviving, and that's the goal. Without the mammogram, without coming in and without access to that, we risk pushing off that detection as early as we need it. So that's why it's so important.
And what are some maybe hesitations or maybe misconceptions about mammograms that keep people from getting them?
Sure. I think the biggest thing is the fear of the procedure, of not knowing, assuming that it's painful. They're not comfortable. I've had one. They're not the most comfortable thing, but they shouldn't ever be painful. And I think there's just a fear of the unknown. What will happen when I go? What will happen if I get called back? What will happen if it's positive? I think there's a lot of those apprehensions, which is why organizations like Help the Fight are so great, because they provide that kind of awareness and education that there is support no matter what happens as a result of the mammogram.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So, Teresa, we'll kind of shift questions to you. Somebody goes through a mammogram and there's something seen there, right? That needs attention. How does Help the Fight step in and help that person along in this, somewhat, difficult journey to go through?
Yeah. I would say the two major challenges for patients are just the emotional impact and like Stacey said, the fear of that and what's to come and the unknown and the toll on the families. Even the strongest people are overwhelmed with all of that. And after a diagnosis and hearing that. And second is the financial burden. Treatment is expensive, and it doesn't matter what you have, how much you have, it's still a lot on your plate and a lot of stress. Even, like I said, with insurance deductibles, missed work and travel, uncovered expenses, and it adds up so quickly. And that's where we step in and how we work with, with WellSpan, for instance. When someone is diagnosed with that, they have some time to really think about that, but not a lot of time. And they also have in their corner financial social workers and nurse navigators. They help navigate through this as well. And that's where we have built really great, strong relationships with them to be able to be a resource. The early screenings then turns into what is next. And that's where, like I said, that's where we come in and we can find out what is their need. And then we can meet them there, what it is that they need. And it's just that guidance and reassurance, knowing that there are resources available.
Yeah. Like I said, it's really a great service that you provide. Somebody's not alone who has a breast cancer diagnosis.
Yes.
You're guiding them really every step of the way and really tailoring the services that you provide to their need, whether that be financial or emotional, or really just guiding them through the process. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. Our patient coordinator, Susie, is really great with that. She walks with them hand in hand, has a personal connection with them, gets to know them. She has the biggest heart and compassion, and she could have 20 patients that she's working with, but you would never know. You would never know. It's like she's working directly only with that one patient.
Yeah.
She's a gem.
Yeah. Shout out to Susie. I know she's been around Help the Fight for a long time. Maybe since almost the very beginning. So
10 years. 10
that's
years.
Awesome. That's awesome. Go Susie. Stacey, maybe you could talk a little bit more about the process for somebody to get a mammogram on your mobile coach. I'm sure there's information on your website, but how does that process look for that person who wants to wants to visit the coach versus visiting
Sure.
a WellSpan facility?
Sure. So usually all of our events that are scheduled on the coach have an event flyer created. So whether it's through a business or you see an event like what we were talking about, we're hosting in November and you decide you want to get your mammogram there. It's a 2-step process. You call, you register for the event, and then our scheduling office will call you and get you scheduled. And that's it. You pick your time. The important thing is, remember, it's a 2-step process. You register for the event and then you actually schedule your appointment time. They run about 20 minutes. You're in there the same amount of time you would be anywhere else. And then you arrive that day. If you have insurance, we enter that insurance information in the system. If you don't have insurance, then we talk about funds that we have that can help pay for that if that's not something the patient is able to do. And then we complete your mammogram. And when you leave, you're done. Within a week, you usually have your results. And if there's anything additional that might be needed, like additional images or additional testing, we contact you personally and go over that with you and help get that scheduled.
I liked hearing when you were talking about that there, you help them financially as well, because that might be a big hesitation for somebody, like it's going to cost thousands of dollars. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so most screening mammograms are covered by most insurances, but in the event that the patient may not have insurance and that's a barrier for them, we do have philanthropic funds that WellSpan has set aside for the mobile mammography program. So patients are covered then by that. And we enter that at the time of registration. They don't have any out-of-pocket expense when they come. And then if they require any follow-up care, we work with them closely to make sure that that's not a barrier in them getting their follow-up care.
That's great. So important. That's great. This is for both of you. You probably both have maybe a story or a moment that kind of captures the impact that the mobile mammography coach has had for maybe some individual people. Do you have any stories that you could share with us of the impact this availability has made?
Yeah, I can start. It's really hard due to just confidentiality, but I'll share my own personal experience. I actually just had this done through our event that we had last month, and had it done with WellSpan in the coach, and I was blown away. I was blown away at just, Stacey said it's clean. It was, I mean, I expected to be clean, but it was really clean. It was organized. Pauline and Jana are just amazing to work with, and they're so just kind and compassionate. And it's really just you. It's like a personal experience. And when you go here, it's really, you check in. It's very quick. There's not a lot of waiting like you do when you go somewhere else. And just the convenience of it, that you're choosing when you want to go. And when it comes to you, which is really what we want to focus on with businesses and school districts, and bringing this unit to the school or the business and allowing their team to come out and get this done on that time is so important, because it's probably one of the number one things. I don't have statistics, but one of the number one things is I don't have time. I can't schedule it. I work all day. I just can't make that happen. But it's so important to do that. And personally, going through that, I had some things that showed up this past year that wasn't there last year, and had to do a follow-up, and thank goodness everything was fine. But it goes to show 1 year. And there was significant difference in what my images were from the past year. And you have to keep up on it. It's so important.
Yeah. Stacey, go ahead. You may have the same. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Teresa, thank you for sharing the awesome experience you had. Jana and Colleen were, if you could find two people who are better matched for their job, I don't believe it. They are so passionate about the program and they love what they do. I think for us, we did an event at a Haitian church, and I'm very fortunate to hear from patients all the time who call me and say, Colleen was wonderful, it was such a great experience. But this event that we did at the church, and these were mostly patients that had not had mammograms before, just sharing how grateful they were that we came to them, because they would have never come to our location outside of that. It just touching the people that I know, had we not been there with the coach, they would have never had a mammogram. And finding things on these people that we can find early, get them into follow-up care and treatment, all of those things, help them financially. It just means so much. It really is why I started in healthcare so many years ago. So it's just a full circle moment for us to be able to provide this type of service. It's so unique and so important. Like Teresa said, as we age, our breast health changes, and you never know. And even though you don't feel anything necessarily, we want to catch it before you feel it. So that's why the yearly screening is so important. And it's just, we see it all the time here, where patients put that off, and then it comes and they find something, and I see the regret in their eyes, and knowing that this could have been a different situation had they had their mammogram yearly like they were supposed to. So I think that's the biggest thing for me, is just that we are getting to people who I know would not come to us. And that's just what it's all about.
What age does this start? Like, what age should somebody get a mammogram for the first time?
40. It's recommended 40 and above. Yep. You want to come every year after that.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, my experience, of course, is like a colonoscopy, right? My wife demanded that I get a colonoscopy. I'm like, well, my doctor says 50. Well, I'm 46, I think. And it's now 45. And I had a colonoscopy this past year and everything looked great. But, I was kind of nervous to do it. And, I know what that thought process is like. Like, I don't want there to be anything, but if there is, I guess I should probably find out just in case, so I can do something about it. So, I mean, I know what people are going through when they're thinking through these things. So to have an easy option like your mobile mammogram coach is just awesome. There's really no excuse to not get it done, right? Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about, I said at the introduction of the show that October, less than 1 month from now, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Maybe you both can share a little bit about what Breast Cancer Awareness Month strives to do, maybe a little bit about how it got started or the history, and we could just kind of roll from there. So one of you might like to start on that topic.
Stacey, did you want to, or would you like me to? Okay. All right. I believe it started in 1985, if I'm correct, is really when the Breast Cancer Awareness Month started. And really the focus on that is just raising the awareness, making 1 month and raising that awareness throughout that month, educating and just focusing on it. I strongly believe that it should not just be 1 month, and it needs to happen all throughout the year. But it is nice just to have that space and designated just for that. Encouraging the screenings, as we've been talking about, supporting patients and survivors and those who we have lost, and making sure we just keep them in mind, and to highlight stories of strength, and hopefully encourage other people as well who could be going through this, that there's hope. There are people who are here to support and walk through this with them. And it's also a great fundraising piece to focus on those who are raising funds for breast cancer. We do it throughout the year, but it's just a nice space to have that for us to share that. Yeah.
Yeah. And for us in healthcare, it's definitely our busiest year. My home office is at the Women's Imaging Center in York, and we definitely see more appointments through the month of October, which is great. But like Teresa said, I wish it was year long, that everybody made this a priority. But for us, it's just about getting the word out there and really encouraging the scheduling of their screening mammogram. You don't have to have it in October, but you can schedule it. You can start that process, get on the books, and start making that a yearly if the time is right for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I hear you. It's like a lot of things. There's months dedicated to this or that, or days or whatever. But yeah, all of these topics are important. And obviously, when you're talking about somebody's health and well-being and future health and well-being, it should be an everyday awareness thing. So, Teresa, what is Help the Fight doing in October to, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month? I know you're probably crazy busy right now, planning for your big event, which I believe is October 4th.
Got it.
Let's talk a little bit about that. What do you got going on there?
Yeah, it's a very special month for us. It is our biggest fundraiser of the year. There's so much that we love about this event. It's bringing our supporters, our volunteers, our sponsors, patients, people that we work with, just bring them together and celebrate so much. And it's, again, our biggest fundraiser. So it is a moment in time where we are calling on those who this is important to them and for them to support us with a sponsorship and raffle items, auction items. We are looking still for a lot of those things just to be able to support our mission. The funds that come from this are one of the best ways for us to be able to raise our money to help our patients. And I'm going to share from the beginning of the year, we're helping about 9-10 patients. Last month, we helped 22 patients, and we have 15 working right now for this month.
Wow.
So we've raised a lot of awareness, which has been helpful. We've built and nurtured these relationships with our nurse navigators and our social workers, and they know they can count on us. But it's also shows that this is increasing and the need is there. So it's unfortunate, but we're also extremely happy that we can help, and we help very quickly too. So that's important. So that's our main event, October 4th. It is a lot of fun, but we also have 2 very impactful stories that we're going to be sharing. So it's also a way to hear stories of patients that we've helped and the impact that it has on them too, and how much they appreciate the support of everyone who does support the mission. We have so much going on. We were just featured in Fig magazine. The Claire Shivington team teamed up with Endo Cafe. Yes, Endo Cafe in Lancaster. And they have a special pink drink that they're featuring in October. And the proceeds will be going to help the fight. But the Claire Shivington team is matching that donation. So they featured it in the Fig magazine. And it just goes to show collaborating with local businesses and coming together. It just doesn't have to be one person, but this is 4 of us together, 4 different groups coming together, all in support of our mission. So we were just extremely grateful for that platform to share that. So go to Endo Cafe in October, order the special drink, and support our mission. We do have also Gracie's on West Main is selling pink shirts throughout the month of October and sharing proceeds of that for us as well. So another great locally owned business who is supporting. We're going to be doing some other things throughout the year with them as well. But one of our other events is so exciting is November 1st. Well, it's not in October. It is November 1st, and we're teaming up with K Marketing and WellSpan and Tanger Outlets. And we are going to be at Tanger Outlets from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The mobile mammography coach is going to be there from that time. So you can go onto our website. There is a link within that where it says view event. You click on the link and you can sign up to get your mammogram there. But we'll be there all day, and we're just thrilled to be able to share this with those who need it. So come out and get your screening. We're there for you. And again, a whole group of people coming together to make this happen. So we're excited for that.
That's awesome. Is this the first time that Help the Fight and WellSpan have been together in the same event? with the mobile
No.
coach? So multiple times.
We did one at Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that. Yeah.
Yep. We did one at Texas Roadhouse last month, which is where I got mine done.
Yep.
And just the exposure of that, where most people don't know that this even exists. So I stumbled upon it and immediately called and said, can we collaborate and can we do some things together? And I keep saying I would love to do more of this and bring this to schools and businesses and make this churches. Stacey mentioned churches. It's a great space and where people need this. We just come to you and make it an event and make it a little less stressful and more accommodating.
Yeah, it's really nice when we work with businesses because they'll allow people to schedule, over their lunch, they allow the employees to take that time and go without any kind of having to take off work or use time. So it's really a great process for any business that would like to have the mobile come to them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really an amazing service because you're solving all of the hesitations to do it, right? Financial, time, fear, all of it. I mean, like the coach solves it all. So it's just awesome to talk about it and learn more about it. Teresa, I want to go back because we kind of skimmed over the big event, but like you've got a lot going on during the big event. Chris had the page up. So maybe you could talk a little bit about how you can register to be part of it. You can talk about business sponsorships. I know you're probably still looking for business sponsorships and even donations. I know you do some bingo during it. So maybe you could talk a little bit about that. Tease it a little bit here.
Sure, absolutely. So you go onto our website. We have a link for our main event, and you can go in and you can register for the event to attend. It's $75. You get dinner and you get the experience of coming in. I think it is such a reasonable price to come in and be a part of that. But then we have just so much inside to do. We have games of chances. We have the raffles. We have auctions. And that's where we also would love to focus on businesses. Again, I use this platform because you work so well as a business and helping nonprofits. And we just shared that Gardeners donated some amazing sheets and pillows for our event that we're going to be auctioning off. So thank you so much for that. We really are appreciative of that. But businesses can also come together. There's still time. Create a fun activity for your team and come up with a theme basket. Get everybody to bring things for that theme, put it together, and either we'll pick it up or you can drop it off by the office. And that is such a great way to build, team bonding and to show that you care about your community and the people in it to give back. Sponsorships, we are still accepting them. It's a great way to highlight your business, but more it's just about being a part of something more and helping pay those bills for those who are struggling. There's a lot behind it. And if you sponsor, there's different levels and things that you get, but come and enjoy the night and really see what we're about, because I wasn't even here last year for the event. I had just got hired like the Wednesday before the event, but I wanted to go and experience it. And it truly made my decision a no-brainer. I was like, yes, for sure. I definitely need to be a part of this. And there were tears, there was emotions, and it really is just such a great little highlight. And it is just a highlight because it's just a moment in time, but you feel it all. And our volunteers are just amazing. If you're looking to volunteer, it's another opportunity to come out and give back. We love our volunteers, and what they do is just amazing. And what Dave and Linda have created with this is something pretty special. And the family, it's a family. Yep. Everyone is a family. We know everyone. They know us. They just come and support us in the time of need. So I highly encourage anyone that wants to do a sponsorship, donate some items, a service, an experience, anything like that. Please just reach out to us and let us share with you what we can do together.
That's awesome. Do you have a target goal of what you expect to raise during this event, or maybe what you've raised over time?
Yeah. I would say about $150 for this particular event is what we're hoping.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Yeah. But I think we may exceed that this year. So yeah. And we could exceed it even more if those out there who are listening want to help support.
That's awesome.
We'll take it.
You heard it. You heard it. Support if you're listening, and our business owner, find a way to donate something to help the fights. Big event here in October. The funds raised will go a long way to those going through a breast cancer diagnosis. Sounds like a really, really fun night. Wish you lots of success with the event, Teresa.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. So beyond. So, we talked about the events, the big event on October 4th. We've got the joint event at Tanger Outlets, where the mobile mammogram coach is going to be on November 1st. And, but what are some other ways that the community can support both the efforts, Teresa, with Help the Fight, and then also with early detection and the mobile mammogram coach, and just the effort that you've got going on at WellSpan Health, Stacey. So Stacey, maybe you can go first, and then Teresa, you could talk a little bit more about how we can help the fight.
I think the biggest thing for WellSpan is to talk to your family and to your friends and encourage them to get their mammogram. That is the biggest piece. There's so much support and help available. If by chance something is found in your mammogram, but most of the time there isn't. And most of the time you're just scheduled to come back in a year. So I really just encourage communicating about it, helping and making sure that your friends are getting that and your family are getting their mammogram. I think that's the biggest piece from our standpoint, is to get scheduled and to encourage your family and friends to get scheduled. That's the biggest thing that we can do, I think, to help each other.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just talking about it, having conversations and not hiding from it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and Teresa, if you recognize that somebody's scared or hesitant, help support them through it. Sometimes they want to go in a group. Sometimes they want to do it separate. Sometimes the coach is the perfect opportunity to do that, where it's not a big production. They can just slide off and get it done and go back to work. So there's plenty of ways to help combat that.
That's great. Teresa, how can the community support Help the Fight?
Yeah, same thing. Schedule your screening. That's the number one, the awareness piece. And, Stacey said talking about it, but also like sharing resources. If you want to support Help the Fight, it's letting people know that we're here. And if you hear of somebody who might be struggling, have them reach out to us. Our number one thing that we hear is that people say there are other people who are more worthy of this than I am. And knowing that we are able to support everyone. So make sure that if you are going through this, or somebody who's going through this, encourage them to reach out to us. And it is scary and it's a little humbling, and you're just like, it's hard. It's hard in that piece. It's hard to go get your screening, the unknown and the fear. It's hard to ask for help in general. And that's what we're here for. And we want to do that. And so if you know of anyone, or you are listening and you are struggling and going through this, just reach out to us, and we want to help. So just sharing that with others is important. And showing up to our events is always great. We have lots of events on our event page, so check that out as well. There's all different kinds of ways. You can come to everyone, or you can pick and choose what suits you. We are venturing out. We do a gun bingo every January. It's our second biggest event, and we sell 250 tickets in an hour and a half. It's amazing. I think we touched base on this a little bit before, and Jeff helped us talk through that. But then that's in Millersville. So we will have the dates on when those tickets go on sale, because you need to mark that on your calendar and set an alarm and because
Take
it goes in an hour and a half.
Wow.
So you have no time. And then we are doing one in April in Mechanicsburg. So that's a new area for us. We are branching out into the Mechanicsburg area, the West Shore. We have a lot of patients coming from that area as well. So we really want to make sure that, like I said, the awareness is there as well in that area. But just spread awareness and get your screenings, and know we're here for help.
That's amazing. Thank you both for sharing. So what's next for? I mean, Teresa, you just said what's next for Help the Fight, expanding the territory. Any other goals on the horizon? Obviously, there's more and more people every day that you can help. But what might be next on the horizon for both Help the Fight and for the mobile mammogram coach efforts?
Gosh, we have a couple programs that we're looking at, hopefully starting, and ways to help in different ways and support some different ways. Just a little emotionally, financially, obviously we do, but also to provide some other things that we can support our patients in. But also just teaming up more with other businesses and I keep saying it, but partnering with WellSpan, partnering with businesses, with churches, with schools, and really making sure that we share our mission in those early screenings and bringing it to them. So that's a big goal of ours.
That's great. Stacey, what's next?
For WellSpan, we've recently implemented a new screening AI tool that helps with our screening mammograms. And it's allowed us as a system to increase our early cancer detection rate by 4%. So it's even more important for you to get that screening so that we can get it early. Like I said, the 99% 5-year survival rate on localized breast cancer is a huge thing. And we're always looking at ways we can increase access and get people to their screenings. We want you to be able to do that. So whether it's the coach or the brick and mortar locations, we're always looking at ways that we can, streamline the process, make it easily financially available, all of those things. But lots happening at WellSpan in regards to mammograms and early detection.
You mentioned AI, and I think we don't have a ton of time to get into, all the conversation around AI, but, a lot of people are scared about AI. But when you think about using that technology in a way that might save your life, that's pretty cool. And obviously life-changing for people that, that technology might save their life. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that's an interesting use of the technology that, really makes a difference for somebody. That's cool. So we are, I can't believe it's already like 2:45. I'm sure we could talk for another hour or two on the subject, but is there anything we haven't covered that either of you would like to say or cover in regards to Breast Cancer Awareness Month or the Mobile Mammogram Coach or Help the Fight efforts or events?
I don't think so. I think we covered everything. I'm excited for these upcoming events and for Help the Fight. It's exciting.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you both for being on the show and sharing about the Mobile Mammogram Coach. I think it's such a cool service that's you're able to offer, and of course, Teresa, that you're able to partner with them and bring more awareness to that service. You're both doing wonderful things in the Lancaster community and beyond. And of course, we at Lancaster Connects and Gardner's Mattress and More and the Lancaster community thanks you for both of your efforts, because you're saving lives with what you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah. Well, we're more than happy to do it, and I hope a lot of people watch and people share it, and because the more eyeballs and that can watch and ears that can listen, the more impact you can have. So it's all about that is all about the impact that can be made. So if you've got a few more minutes, we've got a few questions to get to know the two of you a little bit better. We got our connection cocktail there There are no drinks in Connection Cocktail. It's just a fun graphic. So, question for each of you, Teresa. Since you're a third-time guest, you can go first.
I know.
We want to know maybe you have a favorite book, favorite podcast, favorite TV show that you're enjoying right now. What is it?
It's Lancaster Connect. This is my favorite podcast.
Come on.
So I have to share that. I encourage everyone to listen, and you learn a lot.
Okay.
You learn a lot about a lot that's going on in the community. So, and then my TV show that currently I'm watching is Scandal.
Okay. Okay.
My daughter suggested it, so that's what I'm currently watching. My husband and I. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
guilty pleasure, I guess.
Well, thank you for sharing about Lancaster Connects. We very much appreciate that.
Yeah.
Stacey, same question. Book, television show, podcast.
Yeah, my 12-year-old daughter and I are currently reading together the Hunger Games trilogy and book.
Okay.
So I had never read them, and she is all in. So we just finished book 2 and starting book 3 this weekend. So I'm excited to do that with her. We love reading them, and we're going to have a big movie watch once we're completed all the books. So
that's so fun.
That's so cool. Yeah. I've got a 16-year-old at home who absolutely adores the Hunger Game trilogy and related books to the Hunger Games. She started that probably, around 12, 13 years old. Yeah. And she's an avid reader, and I can see why you enjoy it, because I've seen her really, really enjoy it. So that's cool. That's cool. Thanks for sharing.
There's just something about reading with your kids. I don't know. It's just it's a great thing that we can connect over. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Then when you watch the movies together, then you can see, you can talk about how the movies are different than the books and all that.
Yeah, and how the books are always better, right?
Yeah, right. Yep. All right, cool. All right, so Stacey, you can go first on this one. Dream vacation spot. Dream vacation. You can go anywhere in the world.
Italy and Greece. We were planning a family trip to Greece when COVID hit, and we weren't able to go, and we never rescheduled it. But yeah, I think that would be where we would go.
Oh, that's such a bummer. Yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there.
We will.
Yep. Teresa, same question.
Yeah. So Stacey, that was my dream vacation. And when I got married, we went to Greece last October, and I do not skip out, definitely make that happen. So it's beautiful. So since I got to do my dream vacation, right now, my dream vacation would be getting a beach house and having our entire family come, cool. Both sets of kids, their family, everybody just come together. It's really hard to do. So that would we're trying to make that happen. It's just really hard to do, but that would be something.
I mean, how many people in a house are we talking about here?
Yeah. Well, maybe 10 plus my husband and I. So not a lot. There's no grandkids. Yet. So we're good.
There we go.
No grandkids. 10. But that is what we want to do. Cool. Yeah. Eventually we want to make this like a tradition, and we get the family together, and then there will be grandkids. Yep. Bonnie in our office, they do that every year. And I love that. Cool. They make that a priority.
That's awesome. All right. Last question. Lancaster Connects, right? So we talk about Lancaster a little bit here. Favorite spot in Lancaster? Could be restaurant, coffee shop, hiking destination. Could be anything. What's your go-to in Lancaster? Go ahead, Teresa.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Teresa.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So recently I was at these two places in the same night. I don't know if I should say that or not, but the Warehouse Beer Market. Okay. It's like a parking lot, and then they have local brews there. So that was just fun to hang out. And then we went to South County Brewing, and the food and the service there was an experience that I have never experienced at a restaurant. It was amazing. The food was so delicious. And I mean, there was not one time where we were waiting on anything, and they were just so nice.
And South County Brewing?
Yeah.
Where is that? Is that?
Oh gosh, I think it's on King Street.
Okay, so it's in Lancaster City, just called South County.
It's in Lancaster City. Yeah, it's just called South County. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, they have these buffalo like Brussels sprouts. And I tried to recreate them at home, and they did not come close. They were that good. We just keep like craving them. We're just like, our mouth is watering. We need to go back.
All
So everything we had was amazing.
That
There you
very
go.
good.
There is one in York too. Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna have to check
All
it out. I think I've heard of it. So I'm not originally from Pennsylvania, so I
Okay.
don't get to Lancaster too often. But our favorite place is my daughter has been to the convention center there a few times. Is
Yep.
Annie Bailey's. We've gone there. Such good food. We love that little place. So yeah, that would
Yep.
be our favorite, I think.
Yep. Italian pub, restaurant. Yeah, they do a great job.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for playing along with the Connection Cocktail. Again, thanks for being on the show to talk about Breast Cancer Awareness Month coming up here in October. And again, all the amazing things you're doing at WellSpan Health, Stacey with the mobile mammogram coach, and Teresa, all the efforts you and the team at Help the Fight do. You both are doing amazing things for the ladies of Lancaster County. And again, we thank you and the community thanks you. So thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Bye.
You as well.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Oh man. Again, I say it every time I think, but doing these shows is it's just awesome to be able to highlight organizations and special people doing these just amazing things in the community. And, hopefully some of you who are watching, it's an encouragement. If you haven't gotten your your first mammogram yet, that you go do it, or it's a reminder to get your second, third, fourth, 10th, whatever. Or, share the information with friends and family who might need to hear it. And again, using Help the Fight, they're a great resource for those going through breast cancer diagnosis, really before, during, and after. And then maybe the mobile mammogram coach is an easy option to get a mammogram done, as opposed to having to go to a facility. Maybe pay attention, and it can come to your work or a place nearby. So again, thanks to Teresa, and thanks to Stacey for being on and sharing with us here at Lancaster Connects. We'll just do a quick wrap up here. Again, Lancaster Connects is brought to you by Gardner's Mattress and More. We've got our Sleep Better book here. Jeff usually shares a Sleep Better tip. I am a bad student and didn't prepare a Sleep Better tip. So I'll just make mention that the Sleep Better book is available for free here at the store. You can just come in and pick up a copy, or you can request a copy on our website, gardnersmattressandmore.com/sleep-better. It's right there on the screen. Thank you, Chris. Sleep Better is a book that has helpful sleep tips and information beyond the mattress. Obviously, we at Gardner's Mattress and More help you wake up happy every morning through the investment in a great night's sleep on a new mattress. But sleep is so much more than just your mattress. There are a lot of things that you can do within the bedroom and with your sleep routine, and even your life routine, that can impact your sleep, things that you wouldn't even think about. And that's what's in this book. So sleep tips, helpful information to allow you to get the best night's sleep that your body deserves. Lastly, testimonial time here for Gardner's Mattress and More. We just went through our Labor Day holiday season, one of the busiest seasons of the year for us. Our team killed it. They did a fantastic job here. Shout out to Drew, Chad, and Phil. And of course, our delivering service team, Sean and John. They're just doing a fantastic job, right now and all the time. But we had one of the handful of Google reviews that came in this past week was from Kathy. She had a great experience here at Gardner's. This is on Google. Salesmanship was excellent. The staff was very knowledgeable and answered all of our questions without hovering or making us feel pressured. It's never the way we want you to feel here. They made the whole process comfortable and stress-free. Highly recommend if you're looking for a new mattress. Again, I couldn't agree more. Kathy, our team, does a fantastic job of making sure your sleep needs are met with an awesome new mattress. And of course, we have a Wake Up Happy Comfort Guarantee, where if the mattress you invest in isn't working, we'll help you find another mattress that's going to be the right fit. And we want to make sure that you wake up happy every morning. It's not just something we have on our business cards and have on our website. It is something we live, eat, sleep, and breathe, right? So if you're watching and we can help you with your sleep, just stop by the store sometime. We're right across from Park City Mall, kind of on the back end of the mall, across from where they're setting up the Italian water circus right now. But, right behind Kohl's, right behind Park City Mall, next to Vanscoy, Maurer and Bass Jewelers on Plaza Boulevard. Just stop by sometime. Come take a nap. Let our crew talk to you. And again, in a no pressure, stress-free environment. So we'd love to make happy morning wake-ups a reality for you as well. So that's the show. Again, thank you to our guests, Help the Fight and WellSpan Health, Teresa Richardson and Stacey Rife. And again, we got some great episodes coming up. I think all of the guests for the next 6 weeks or so are nonprofits or community benefit organizations. Next week's guest is Whittle Farm in Elizabethtown area. They are a farm that is growing food. All the food that they grow and harvest on their farm is donated to local nonprofits, food banks, et cetera, et cetera. So I got the opportunity to volunteer there over the summer, and the church that I'm involved with had a number of sessions there where we donated time to at that time, we were at the beginning of the season. We were doing tomato steaks and other related projects there. So really, really cool story that we're going to have Pastor Matt on to share next week. Again, if you'd like to be a guest, go to lancasterconnects.com/guest. So fill out the simple form there. Let us know why you'd be a good fit on the show. We'll get you on towards the end of the year here. And again, past episodes are on there as well. That wraps it up. Thank you for watching Lancaster Connects. Again, my name is Ben McClure, representing Gardner's Mattress and More, and of course, Lancaster Connects. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.